Some people have asked me, what is my creative process when it comes to creating classes for Prayerful Breath Yoga? And so I thought I would make this little video example and just walk you through some of the things I go through on a weekly basis to get ready to have you in my class. One of the first things that I do is before I even come to the mat is it always starts with my own spiritual journey. And I dig into my own heart and mind and ask the Lord, what is it that I'm learning that you want me to share? What is it that I'm hearing from God that will translate into a class meditation? And so as I look through my notes for the week, maybe my journal, something definitely stands out every week, and I begin there. And then I begin translating it into a brief meditation that I can share at the beginning of class, usually a few nuggets of wisdom or information at stopping points during the class, and then a closing meditation as well. So that's the beginning point. And then I turn to the physical side of the class, the actual asana. What we'll go through, first of all, will it be more of a hatha class, a hold class, or will it be a flow class, vinyasa class? I will think of particular emphasis on parts of the body. Will we do shoulders? Will we do hips? Will we do heart opening? Will we do strengthening or deep stretch? All of those are different things that I consider, and I try to keep switching around so that as students continue to come to class, they have a full practice through all the areas of their body. And then I begin on paper and I write out my sequences on my little yoga hieroglyphics, and I love doing that, and it gives me a real visual cue of where we're going and what we're doing and how we're building through the class. But I think one of the most important things I do then is I take those notes and I actually come to the mat, because everything's theory until you put it into practice. And so as I come to the mat, I make sure everything flows together well. I approach the practice from the student's point of view. So it's very different than me on my mat for my own personal practice. This flow is for the students. This is for the class preparation. So I'm constantly thinking, okay, what am I feeling? What do I want to draw my students' attentions to in this posture? Where are we going? What are we building towards? What am I opening? What am I strengthening as far as going to our peak pose or our theme pose? And also, I'm also thinking of my particular students. Where might they find modifications helpful? I have a very mixed class, especially on my Thursday night class, and we have people who have never been to a yoga class before, as well as those who have been with me for years or even practiced other places for years. And so I always have in the back of my mind, okay, how can this posture be modified? What were the words that I will use to help people find their best expression of this posture as we go forward? So that's kind of a nutshell of what my creative process is through the practice week by week. And I must say it's such a joy to do this. There's no better job in the world that I can think of where I can bring spiritual intention and moving with breath and help people find that space to just come away from their busy lives, take an hour or so on their mat, make that their sacred space, connect with God, connect in their body, breathe and focus on creating a spacious internal world where they can hear the heart of God for their lives, where they can be encouraged in a community of believers, and also just really push themselves, find the physical benefits of yoga as well as yoga as a spiritual practice. So thank you for watching this short little video and peeking into my creative process. If this brings up any questions, I'd love to answer them. Just send me a note and we can talk about this some more. So I invite you to my classes Thursday nights in Kailua, 536 Oneava Street at the Kailua Church of the Nazarene. Thursday nights is a basics class, 6:30 to 7:45, and immediately following we have meditation until 8:05, and then a tone and flow class on Saturday mornings, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. That class is a little bit more energetic, more strengthening, more chaturangas, more quicker flow for those of you who have a little bit more advanced practice. So welcome to Prayerful Breath Yoga. I hope I can be of service to you in the future. Aloha.